Alright, so this is campsite 67. Got here last night literally at the break of dark. There's a little trail marker right there. It has 67 on the other side. And then swinging around this way. And put it back in here. Get a little stump here we've been using as our makeshift table. And way back in the back, up in the trees, they got the bear pulleys to hang your bags, which we had to hang last night in the dark. Which are actually really ingenious. They work really well. A little two-man tent in our hiking packs we just finished packing up today. And the rest of our garbage we gotta grab before we leave here and figure out where the heck we're gonna stuff it. And Sydney's loving our breakfast skillet and all of our mountain house meals we've been eating. But this is the beginning of day 2 essentially.
Yeah.
And
we hiked 2.3 miles to get to here from where we parked.
So 2.3 miles yesterday, and we're looking at close to 14 today at least. And it's a nothing but an uphill climb, huh honey? Just like our first year of marriage.
Clearly.
Alright, well, we'll give it a post later. And we'll keep updating as we go along through our day here on our wonderful Smoky Mountains adventure.
Excuse me.
Yay! That's why she wanted it on her, because she had to burp. Feel ashamed, honey. Feel ashamed.
I have no shame.
Okay, so we're finally coming up off the gold mine loop now to the main trail. Little did we know how much of a freaking hike it was going to be just in this tail end of this trailhead. It is extremely steep. You can't even tell, but this part's steep, and then it's probably about a 300-400 yard straight incline like this all the way up. And yeah, off the gold mine loop trail now, and we're gonna be heading towards I believe Forney's Creek. Once we hit Forney's Creek, all the way up for like 12 miles or something. Yippee-ki-yay. What's that, honey? Well, okay. Forney Creek Trail, 2.3 miles that way. How do you feel?
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Here we go. Continuing adventure. We'll keep you updated. Alright, so we made it to the next leg of our journey. We're going to go up the White Oak Branch Trail here. And that's going to tie in with the Forney Creek Trail. About 1.8 miles up there. And then Forney Creek Trail will follow all the way up to the top of the mountain. Well, we'll stop at campsite 68. It's up at Steel Trap, and that's where we'll put up for the night. But I think from here to 68 we have approximately 10 miles, 12 miles to go. But I can give a more accurate description later. And yeah, I mean,
Hold on. So far we've done 4.6 miles. 2 hours and 30 minutes have fully been in since we started yesterday.
yes. Now the Lakeview Drive trail that we've been on has been fairly easy for the most part. Up until about this last little bit here, you can't really see it, but it's a real steep incline. Probably about a quarter mile or so of nothing but straight uphill, 30 degrees or so. Crossing the creek a couple times over here on the right coming down. But other than that, I mean, the trail's been great, well maintained, and
also, since we got here yesterday and started our hike, there is no cell phone service.
no cell phone service. So, but you know, shout out to All Trails though, because if you throw on All Trails, you can download the actual map through your cellular and it'll save it, and then you can track your trip, which is what we'll do today, and we'll post that later.
Yeah, and it works without cellular service, so you can just put your phone on airplane mode and save your battery life.
Yes.
If you're worried about that.
If you're worried about it, but if you're like us, you always come prepared, and we got a battery pack that we we use to charge up our phone, solar panels, and the rest of it. But we're going to continue on here, another 1.8 miles up to Forney Creek, and then we'll give you another update of the next trailhead as to how great it's going, right honey? Yay, here we go.
Haven't died yet.
Yeah, and haven't died yet. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so we finally made it to the trailhead here between Forney Creek and the White Oak Branch Trail. And it's actually really nice down here. Lots of water. It's definitely some nice natural waterfalls down in here. It's a good place to probably refill your bladders and everything. It's a little bit confusing on the trail marking though, because we came from that way and we're going to go up Forney Creek Trail. Now this is the down Forney Creek Trail, and for some reason to go down you have to go down to go up here. Hopefully we don't make a mistake, or well, you'll see us on I Survived, right honey? Yeah, so got a long hike ahead of us and we're going to keep plugging along here, and well, hopefully everything goes right honey? Yeah, I know. But yep, away we go, round 2. Onto our third leg of our journey. Okay, so I have to make a correction. That little tributary in the last video there is just that, it's a tributary. It is not, I repeat, it is not Forney Creek. Down over here, a little bit off to my left, is Forney Creek. And it's a sizable creek for sure. I know I watched another YouTuber, and he said that towards the bottom of Forney Creek, it can be a little bit treacherous to cross whenever there's heavy rains. And with our luck, I think we're above that, so we shouldn't be too worried about it. But yeah, that little tributary is not the creek. In fact, the creek is actually quite beautiful. Lots of natural waterfalls and everything. And definitely no shortage of water for you to fill up your pack. But the trail we're on is very nice. Seldomly used from the looks of it. Not very a popular trail, which is kind of incredible because it's really beautiful. Definitely nice listening to the running water next to my wife listening to my lovely singing voice. Right, honey? Yeah. Alright. But yeah, through the bushes we go to the top. Here's the wife in her natural habitat. Slowly she stalks across the old rocks. Oh no, she spotted me. Continues on. Yay, she made it. She made it without even falling. That's impressive. Alright everybody, we finally made it.
Preston only fell once.
I only fell once. It wasn't.
Well, twice.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But we made it here to the what's campsite 71, right, honey?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty neat because Forney Creek Trail continues that way, and then this is Forney Ridge Trail here to the right. And then later tomorrow we'll come down on the other end of that and tie into Nolan's Creek. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I don't know if you can see in the photo here, but they got the barrier lines rigged up back in here. Possibly. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah. And then the coolest thing is I was told about this, sorry about the shakiness. All over the park here are these chimney stacks. We'll walk up this way here. And I guess back in the day, there used to be trapper cabins all over the park. But today, only that's remaining standing are the old chimneys. Which is really, really cool. As you can see, the old foundation was laid.
Is that where they had their shingles?
Yeah. But yeah, so the old chimney, and the old chimney coming up to the old apex on the roof where the shingles were. And then this here is the campsite today. And there's actually a couple spots here. But we are gonna keep hiking now. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do this. I'm holding my sticks and hiking. We're gonna continue up Forney Creek Trail. I'm gonna make a right at the fork, and then we should be only about 4 miles away from our campsite at that point in time. And it's looking at 20 till 2 in the afternoon.
So far, we got about 2 miles left. 2-3 miles, because we're at exactly 8 miles.
Yeah, we got a few more to go.
Yeah.
I think we're at 1.8 to the next trail, and then we'll have about 3 to 4 on the next trailhead up to the campsite.
It's within 4 hours and 30 minutes. So,
Away we go.
yeah, I wonder where I was.
Alright, honey, lead the way.
Okay.
Here we go. Alright, well, we made it to the trailhead here for Forney Creek and the Jonas Creek Trail. We got, I think, about 3 miles, maybe 4 to our camp. Starting to feel it now. Both starting to feel it. Like, yeah, she's feeling it. I know I'm definitely feeling it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah. But we're getting close. A couple more hours of hiking. It's gonna be all uphill from here though, so I figure we're gonna take a little break here and try to probably refill our water and get ready to hike up the steel trap here. And Lord knows we should be able to make it there before dark, considering it's only like 2:30 now. But we'll see what happens. I wish us the best. This is crossing number 3, close to campsite 69 here, Forney Creek. Really beautiful. Good, the wife got across safely for now. Good job, honey. I'm proud of you. Alright, this is crossing number 4, I believe, of Forney Creek. About 2/10 of the mile up from 69. A little more technical on this one. You gotta kind of go right over the center and then cheat it to the big rocks there and then come back. Definitely not the time of year you want to fall in. But it's beautiful nonetheless. Back with more. Alright, so it's the beginning of day 3. Honey's already upset with me for no reason other than she loves me. This is steel trap. It's pretty nice. We had neighbors last night. The Forney Creek Trail is right there, just beyond the edge of these bushes here. But I mean, all in all, I mean, it was really beautiful in here. There's a little access trail that goes up in there, but the real cool part's down over the hill here. Let's see if I can make my way down here without falling again. But down in here, it's a really good area to get your water, and it's really peaceful. You can only imagine what it's like down here in the summertime. But it's beautiful waterfalls all the way up through. And the stream actually splits here, and it comes back down in together right here. It's really nice. It was nice sleeping all night listening to the sound of the water. Even though waking up this morning was really cold. It was about 24 degrees. Fortunately, it wasn't that much wind. But other than that, it was a good night. Definitely needed it after hiking that 14 miles yesterday to get here. And barely making it in time before the sun went down. But I'm going to refresh the battery here in the camera, and we're going to start our hike up towards the top here and then connect in with the Forney Ridge Trail. And that'll be that for today. Forney Ridge Trail down, make the connector over to Nolan's Creek, and we'll keep you posted as we go. Alright, talk to you soon. Alright, so we're up towards the top of Forney Creek Trail, probably about a mile up beyond north of 68, and the trail gets really skinny through here. It's less than 18 inches of walkway. And you basically have to go around this little nook here where the wife is walking right now, and it actually continues up that way to the left. But man, this is pretty difficult in this area. Definitely strong use of the walking sticks is needed to plant and keep your footing. But yeah, still pushing along here to the top. Just thought this was a little interesting part of the trail here. Hopefully the wife she's making it pretty fine. But looks like she's good, and I'm gonna try to catch up to her here before she leaves me in the dust. She's full steam ahead today. More to come soon. Here we go. Okay, so we made it to the top of the hill here between Forney's Creek and Forney's Ridge. And as we were going up the trail there, it's pretty steep. Definitely took a little bit of time. The time we left this morning to get up to here, it's been 2 hours. So according to this here, it's 2 miles down to 68. And there's 2 68 campsites down there, which we didn't know about. But we probably hiked, I would say, about 2.2, 2.3 miles to get up to the top here to the ridge. I guess we're going to hike down towards Andrews Bald and then further down. So, on where we go, right, honey?
Let's go.
Yeah, here we go.
What's my name? If you guys ever want to know to suck again, you gotta know my name. Come on, Asher. You know my name.
So there's a little bit of Nolan's Ridge Trail here. It's a pretty big drop off over here on this side. Beautiful scenery over there. And then right over here on this side's the other drop off. Literally walking the peak. Awesome. Alright, so that was a hell of a hike downhill. It was 4.5 miles from basically Forney Creek through Andrews Bald and then down here to the Springhouse Branch Trail. We've done in total over these past couple days 20.9 miles. Total time 14 hours, 13 minutes, and 36 seconds on the move, according to Sydney's phone here.
Yeah, there was a few times that we didn't record, but
yeah, but
they don't really make a difference.
We've been moving nonetheless. Maybe 5-10 minute breaks here and there. But we gotta.
All we have left is oatmeal. So.
Oatmeal, a couple pieces of chocolate for the diabetes, and some marshmallows if it comes down to that.
Yep.
But we got to go 2.8 miles to connect to Nolan's Creek, and then that's the home stretch, Nolan's Creek, all the way down to the trailhead, and we will be finished for the day and up more towards Gatlinburg to get to the
wonderful condo,
to the chalet.
Yeah.
Fun times ahead.
Take a nice long hot shower.
Yeah, but we're hurting pretty bad right now. We both feel the blisters starting on our feet from this mileage, and the packs are wearing pretty heavy, even with us being light on water right now. So
water and food.
No water, no food. We gotta make it to the creek before we can fill up and then continue on. But here we go, right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
All right, away we go.
All right, so we're at the bottom of the spring trail. We're getting ready to cross over the bridge to Nolan's Creek. And from there we have, I think it's about 2.8 miles. And then it's the home front, for us. So, we survived. We haven't killed each other yet. This spring trail was not a bad hike down, except between the Thorny Ridge Trail and this, we're going to have blisters on the sides of our feet, about the size of pancakes. So that being said, we're going to push on here, and hopefully we get out of this, alive.
Oh, we will.
And for the most part, dry, maybe with a headlamp on at the end of the night. But for us, the saying is pizza and beer. That's what we're looking forward to, and that's what we're going to get. So that being said, we're going to push on for the final leg, and we'll talk to you at the car.
Good job, honey. All right, well, you can't see us, but we're here. We're on the Nolan Trail, and needless to say, we ran out of daylight. So we have about another 3 or so miles to go. And hopefully, when we get to the car, the tires and everything are still inflated. And we're going to keep trucking onward to get some pizza and beer, which is the common theme right now. But yeah, it's dark, but the trail is fantastic. It's just a 2-lane gravel road. So fortunately for us hiking, it's not that bad. But, we're going to keep trucking onwards here for pizza and beer. And the Wanderlost Society as we know it today. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully.